You want me to put that on my tudger?
Harry's wife, Kate's kicking ass. Catherine, Princess of Wales, looked superb at the coronation. Elegant, radiant, fulfilled her role, and was rightly praised. We then had her in the Eurovision piano cameo, showing off her talent, looking again elegantly dressed in the refined environs of the Crimson Drawing Room. It's another hit for her. She continues with her work in relation to mental health. She has been seen in video where she meets sporting royalty, as she engages in attendance at the Dame Kelly Homes Trust in Bath in the United Kingdom, showing her athletic figure and mixing freely with young people and demonstrating that she truly is an inspirational figure, that she is both kind, empathic, and magnetic. So just in recent days, there has been a triple whammy of Catherine kicking ass. This all, of course, is problematic for Harry's wife, because as I mentioned in immediate parts past him, she keeps tabs on what Catherine is doing and seeks to emulate this. Being empty on the inside, her narcissism needs to create a construct where she attempts to look as elegant as Catherine, that she attempts to look as kind as Catherine, that she attempts to look as talented or as interesting as Catherine. Catherine, expertly advised, approaches matters now of leaving Harry's wife in the rear-view mirror, that she is somebody that is in the past and is not to be considered. But Harry's wife cannot let the nemesis go. With a standing instruction to ensure that she's reported to with regard to what Catherine is doing, she's going to repeatedly come up on her radar. And the fact that the way that Catherine looks, the way that she dresses, the things that she does, is repeatedly going to threaten Harry's wife's sense of control. And therefore, as Catherine kicks ass repeatedly in these appearances, Harry's wife attempts to fight back. And this is reported on in the Daily Mail, which states, through an article by Martin Robinson, "Get ready for Harry's wife 2.0. Duchess poses for charity and dines with Hollywood royalty as she prepares to accept US Racial Inequity Award. Experts say expect to see more of her with new celeb pals thanks to Kate's current charm offensive." The fact that Catherine is kicking ass is indeed getting noticed by and is problematic for Harry's wife. Harry's wife began her US relaunch this week as she posed with youngsters on a charity vision, Facade Management, and dined with Hollywood royalty. Although she likes to portray that's what happened, we know from parts past him that didn't actually occur, but again, it's part of Facade Management. We've also had her accepting a Racial Inequity Award, which is part of the assertion of control, the drawing of fuel, and, of course, the management of the facade once again, an award that she bought. The Duchess of Sussex went to ground as Prince Harry promoted Spare, and their popularity plunged. See parts past him. But the former actress is now making a very public comeback. On Friday night, she and Harry were spotted leaving a sushi restaurant in Monte Shitshow, with celebrity couple Cameron Diaz and Benji Madden following a Michelin star meal. As we know, they just happened to be there, and they weren't dining together. Nevertheless, it's reported Gwyneth Paltrow and her husband, TV producer Brad Falchuk, as well as Bumble chief executive Whitney Wolfe Herd and her husband, Texas oil heir Michael Herd, are said to have dined with them, as a consequence of PR nonsense pumped out by her agency. The evidence shows that wasn't the case. You only have to see the instance of what Gwyneth Paltrow put on her Instagram, and also the fact that a statement was released from her own agency explaining that she didn't dine with them. There is speculation Harry's wife may have been bending Miss Paltrow's ear about relaunching her blog. Didn't happen. Harry and Harry's wife popped up for a royal-style engagement with young people from a Santa Barbara youth group. to discuss mental health, facade management. Also see my video, Why Does She Target Young People? Brand and culture expert Nick Eade told Mail Online that Harry's wife has expertly used the focus on the coronation and drawn it onto herself, as a narcissist always will do, through appearances with Hollywood glitterati, Didn't Happen, Young People, and now an awards ceremony with a Black Lives Matter leader. He said Harry's wife has cleverly circumnavigated herself away from the royal family and coronation scrutiny and got all eyes on her and what she's doing next. Well, she may have many people looking at her, but the majority of them are laughing at her miserable attempts to associate herself with Cameron Diaz and Gwyneth Paltrow. Yes, she's being talked about, but it's all challenge fuel. And of course, people just see through her now. So the appearance at the mental health event, people know, is just facade management. PR guru and king of the publicity stunt Mark Bukowski said the savvy Duchess of Sussex is fighting back, with Kate also on manoeuvres. He predicted that Harry's wife will be seen with more celeb friends. Does she actually have any? Or is she just going to turn up at places that they frequent and say, hey, look, we were together? And she's doing this and calling on their help for her glam relaunch after the negative press caused by Spare and the Sussex's Shitflix series. It came as the Sussex's friends Amal and George Clooney arrived at a Prince's Trust event in London today. Again, it's preposterous to say that the Clooneys are their friends. They admitted when they turned up at the wedding that they didn't know them. And the fact that they're attending a Prince's Trust event suggests that they see that it's better to be involved with the actual royals rather than the Duchess of Overseas. The Prince's Trust was an organisation set up by King Charles when he was heir to the throne and has helped 1 million young people develop skills and find jobs. Mr. Eade said Harry's wife's positioning herself as an inspirational figure. Good luck with that. Which she is to many. No, just a few, the sugars. And she's doing what she does best. Highlighting causes whilst highlighting herself. Well, indeed, because it's all about her. She's also giving herself space from Harry to stand on her own 2 feet and be recognised not as a duchess, but as her own person, which she'll be very happy about. Referring to Kate's Eurovision cameo on Saturday, when she was shown playing the piano, Mr. Bukowski said, Harry's wife will need the support of her super influencer friends. Who are they? Kate has been basking in the coronation glow, especially with the Eurovision stunt. But Harry's wife is sitting in the heart of showbiz, so expect lots of glam photo ops. Experts had already predicted her relaunch would come in the days after the coronation, culminating in an appearance in New York as guest of honour at the annual Women of Vision Awards, where you can purchase an award and thus turn up and have people talk about you. Royal expert Kinsey Schofield, host of the To Die For Daily Royal podcast, said, I guarantee you $1 million. She's going to demand that she's referred to as Harry's wife, the Duchess of Sussex, upon receiving this award. The irony is that she's receiving this feminism award, demanding that she's referred to as a duchess, which is a title that you only receive by marrying a duke. Of course, this is the fact that it's demonstrating her hypocrisy again. Talk TV host Christo Fufas said, this is a feminist changemaker award. These are people who've really ploughed a path for women. Harry's wife marrying into a massively well-known family with a husband who is a prince. Nothing says feminism like that, does it? Once again, of course, she's seen through. And the fact is, she's having to fight back because Kate is kicking ass. And that really is a problem for the Duchess of Beige. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.